Hello, everybody. I'm Vaughn,
Toby.
and we're about to head into Trial 3 for Danganronpa 2. I'm opening my mango Pepsi that sucks. It's like
Why are you
absolutely
drinking
terrible.
it?
I'm drinking it because somebody has to drink it.
So I just thought of
That'd be a waste of my money because I paid for it. So yeah, we're going to continue where we picked off last time.
Warning, I do not have any of my headphone pieces off my head, so I will be yelling.
Yeah, see, here we are. We're sitting right at Monokuma Rock. I don't know. I gotta respond to chats. I'll be watching. Alright. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Welcome!
Oh, it's too early in the morning for this. Is everybody here? You guys want to go to the class trial?
I just woke up.
Wait!
Hey, Jack! Hold it right there!
I know, we went from just doing this right away last night. Literally, we finished our stream 12 hours ago.
Dude,
Just
you
streaming
just woke
again
me
right
up. You were like,
I set the time at 11 so that way I didn't have to wake you up. You went to sleep at 11 o'clock last night. You slept from the time we finished the investigation to now the beginning of the class trial.
Monami, such
What?
a dumb child.
Monami is such a dumb child.
That hurt!
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
why does that feel so real?
Hey!
My brain works just fine!
This is like one of our
This
conversations.
is like one of our fights.
Yes.
Except like I'd be
Hopefully
hopefully
the I need to order that fan table.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru?
She did the hey hey.
Hey!
She did it too.
Yeah.
She sounded just like Chiaki. She's imitating Chiaki. It kind of slowly pisses me off. I see! So you've come to avenge him!
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died!
Sounds like you say. Oops! Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Now then, I gotta go first!
I won't let you.
Ah! Hold on! I won't let you escape!
Why did he get so hot and bothered about having to go first? Okay, headset is going completely on.
That's how mine is. Oh, I cried.
Hey! Did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off. It's true, I think he's just trying to get in their head about the class trial.
Yeah.
It's already tough on him, but still.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Trying to get rid of the glare.
Well-
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die.
Why are you so excited about that?
What do you mean if every one of us except for Nekomaru would die? What do you mean about that?
How about
It's stuck.
Thank you.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
I'm gonna put this out.
What do you yearn
know.
for?
What are you saying, Fiend? I'm just trying to give us a better look on the screen.
No, I can't leave that comfortably.
I know, it's kind of uncomfortable. You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, hurry up.
I'm gonna do it!
I'm tired. I just woke up.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Oh, I don't think I have to go to school next Thursday. Did you know that?
you gotta drop me off.
I do have to bring you to school and pick you up. That's it.
Raw. Oh, I always get uncomfortable about that.
I'm always afraid it's going to like smack down on somebody's head.
I wanted to.
We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. There's less of them.
Oh.
But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. Jesus, we just got eaten. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, look at that, there's so few of them now. The elevator began its deep descent as usual.
Is it just me or is Gundam like glaring at Nagito, like side glaring?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Shaki's just looking at a wall.
But nobody said a word. Okay, it's hard distance pulled up.
Well,
Because it's pushing against my back and I don't like it.
not really. It's kind of like this way.
Well, that's what I didn't like. It was middle of my back. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper.
I smell like chlorine.
You smell like chlorine for the rest of the week.
I know, and I've washed my hair.
And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Ding! We have like no free time events during this, by the way.
No.
You ever notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Elevator doors open slowly, almost tantalizingly
I think
so.
there should be like this free time event in the elevator.
Yes.
Like you get to talk to them and be like, hey.
Yeah, you get to talk to whoever you want. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of darkness. Excuse me. And I walked into that place. Oh my god, it changed again.
What?
My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
You kind of sounded more like Mika.
I know.
It's weird. Normally you sound more like Usami when speaking for Mika.
Hey, is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
That's...
What?
Well, he wasn't here for the investigation, so he's not going to have any idea of what's going on.
Well now.
Now then, let's begin! It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial! Please enjoy it to your heart's content! It really is long-awaited. Like, we have literally had a month now since the last class trial. It's been so long.
There's a glare.
Don't bother me with such trivial things, human. And so the curtain to the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. I'm sorry, everybody, that you just saw that. I had no idea that that was coming up. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. I don't remember how to do any of the extra, like, mini-games during the class trial or anything like that. Hiyoko Sayanji, the ultimate traditional dancer. I hated her when she was alive,
I like her a lot.
but now I love her now that she's dead. Like, I miss her. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed.
I loved her though. Okay?
She was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. It's true, I really started to like Hiyoko the more she
She was
changed.
really trying to.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, Danganronpa. You see character development, Danganronpa says, "No, that's wrong!"
No, that's wrong.
The person who killed those two is Among Us. They're dead.
Among Us?
Among Us? Oh, there's Teru in the top right.
Oh.
I definitely can't believe it. Yeah, his death was terrifying.
He never had any character development, so...
Oh.
Ah!
Shokumi, Byakuya, Ibuki, and Mahiru all on that page. Peko and Hiyoko. Oh, I didn't even read that last page. I don't know what that last page said. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape this from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the
It's
cost.
probably the same thing.
For our sake.
Okay.
No, I bet you it didn't have anything on it for that one.
Yoko should have been a survivor. I don't think she has to be.
For our
I
friend's sake.
agree, Gianna. I agree with that. I think Yoko should have been a survivor, too.
Gianna, the issue with that is Danganronpa sees character development and they say it's not allowed. They kill anybody who has character development who isn't the main protagonist of the game. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so the curtain of the third class trial was about to open. Its life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. But not yet, because now we have to go in... Oh, yeah, I guess I should have waited until that last time, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go set some skills. Holy shit. Greatly increases influence gauge, effective during the class trial. That's nice! You know that? I think that's all of our... Oh, that was the one that we got from Sonya! Let's see this. Not that. I didn't even open that. Report card. Right, we can buy more skills. Attentive influence slightly increases the influence gauge. That would just increase more than what we have. Slightly increases focus gauge, effective during class trial. Yeah, attentive influence would be pointless. Downshift, we don't want that. Yeah, we probably want our our speed up, right?
Huh?
I'm gonna do upshift.
Oh, my shoulder.
Set one more skill. Upshift works, okay. Let's see if I even remember how to class trial.
Now then!
You know what happens if I hit the... Okay. Obviously, it's actually X to open handbook, but yeah. Left mouse button is to advance text. Escaping controls key is to skip text. Yep, I remember that. Q key is window on off. I don't know what that is. Oh. Auto mode is... Oh, okay, well, it's just talking about the talking. Great. Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Oh, I remember. Class 4's class trial starts off really hilariously.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Have we ever come up with a reason why Monami is just hanging on the left on a rope?
She said
Oh
this
well,
is
who
annoying.
cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
Then shouldn't he duct tape her mouth
He
instead?
kind of just like tied her up. He's like,
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
No, that's right. Him and Akane wouldn't.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
It's true.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Kazuichi gets it.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Oh!
Kazuichi!
Kazuichi!
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
Akane.
Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
You know,
That's
facts.
the smartest thing that Akane has said.
I'm with you, Akane.
Unfortunately, at that time, her button gave away.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, Why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Oh god.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Are we gonna talk about the part that she almost smothered you in her boobs?
Yeah, he's not gonna bring that up.
We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby.
I never actually went and checked the on-call room to see if anything was suspicious in there. Kinda left it alone.
And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
No!
Sorry.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder. Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Stop hitting on Hajime.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
That was in English.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
I think that I've warned enough people over the last 2 episodes that if they're uncomfortable with this trial, that they should just click off. Because I wouldn't blame them about it.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel. Why the motel? Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought, but the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
What kind of various ways, Mikan? I mean, you know what, I'm gonna ignore that, because Peko might get mad.
Various ways?
Oh no, I'm Kazuichi!
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Oh look, he's blushing!
After I heard from those 2 that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who—
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh shit.
Gosh, Nagito.
Nagito, shut up! Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly
You know
suspicious.
what the worst part is I can't disagree with him, and I said that Hajime was going to be a prime suspect during this trial.
Oh yeah.
But obviously it's not him. No. It's not him. He's our main protagonist. They don't kill our protagonist.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
It's true. It's true.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
How do we prove it?
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. But on this point, he's really onto something, Nagito is. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Oh shit. Probably going to be...
Surveillance camera.
Probably going to be the video.
Oh yeah.
Hajime.
Silencer is right mouse button, right triggers to fire the truth bullet. Okay.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
I am the only
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
No.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
He didn't know about the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our answer. I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. I just need to find that and break through.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
Movie's invitation ticket.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also...
I don't think I can do...
After all...
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the... No, that's
wrong! Yeah, that'd be the only answer that I had. I didn't even think about that.
He didn't know about the movie.
I was like, Hajime didn't know about the movie because he didn't see it.
I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Of course.
He already did, because remember, he didn't know the movie.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
No, they didn't.
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Well, he was trying to get any doubt out of anybody's head, right? Or maybe he was just being Nagito.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
It's true.
It also provides a good warm-up.
Yeah, to get me ready to start shooting crap.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad.
Oh no.
I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
That was making me laugh when she says, Hajime.
Hajime.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
That might not necessarily be true.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
Sewer slide.
Was it a murder-suicide? But no, that's not possible. Didn't Ibuki die after? I mean, didn't Hiyoko die afterwards?
I don't know. I'm
Let me
looking
reach in
up.
here and steal something. Come on. I can't get it off the string, sorry you guys. I'm stealing candy.
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
But they didn't have enough time to do that.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Unless they killed Yoko first.
That's my thought process, because why would okay, so one, why would there be blood on the left side of the stepladder, and why would there be blood on the bottom of Ibuki's shoes? And would the killer really have had enough time to wipe all that blood off of the stage if it had happened in between that time with Hajime. This doesn't make sense.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
But also, though, how would Hiyoko's body have gotten hung up at that time? There's no time, there's no way to explain it, because it wasn't there before.
No idea.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Unless you're Nekomaru, who's not here.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
That's true.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
That just doesn't make any sense to me. There's no way that it's possible, right?
No, it's possible.
Is it possible?
Well, there's no way out of it.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
And we know that they weren't doing anything together because Sonya keep her distance from me.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
True.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
He's definitely got an alibi.
Me too!
What?
Hey, why are you talking like, huh?
Oh, he's imitating Nekomaru!
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
I just realized.
it.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Okay, what?
I just realized Monami wears a diaper.
Yes, she is. It's on purpose.
I know.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Yep.
Kind of.
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Oh, it's another. Okay, it's another thingamabooper. Motel room keys, scrap of paper, step ladder, I bet you it's the semi-transparent glob, right?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
He didn't really lock
they
it,
tried to keep us from getting in.
Well, that's true. There is no lock.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Hold on.
That door should not have had a lock.
There's nothing in there. Like, see? Yeah,
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
It's not that.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
Okay, it's going to be
So
that
they look
locked
like they
it
had
from
just
the
rushed
inside
over.
is going to be one we're going to have to go
I have
over.
seen this in serial crime dramas.
And of course you have. That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Got it.
No,
yep, I
that's
was
wrong.
right. I feel on fire today with this trial.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
You know, remember when I was yelling at Chiaki that she shouldn't be chewing on that because I didn't want to see her die to construction glue?
Semi-transparent
So
glob.
they still could be
Like
outside.
rubber,
so they
maybe?
could have been outside of that.
Yes, because they could have just poured the liquid down. But how did the drumstick get there?
That's a good question.
Maybe they broke it ahead of time to make them think it was locked from the inside?
Yeah, maybe.
That's kind of where my thought process is going. It wasn't rubber at all. The semi-transparent glob was probably glue, yeah.
I see!
Yeah, it was either glue or gum, and it
That
had to be glue, right?
semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Oh, I can't wait until we do V3 and I'm playing it on hard difficulty.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, well that's why you didn't die then. It's just glue. Glue's not toxic.
A lot of cookies.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors
Me
touched.
too. You want, you can go switch that stuff out since you're not really doing a lot of reading.
No, I'm good.
So you can switch the bowls out of the microwave.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Okay, but hear me out, Victoria. We're going to be here for like 3 hours at least.
I know.
Okay.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yup, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Oh my.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
Oh yeah, that's right. It did seem very obvious.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Oh, poor Fuyuhiko.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
That just seems like too much to be able to do at once.
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
That comment makes me think that it's a bit like pointed out right there, blatantly.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Yeah, George, go ahead, throw a spoon in that and bring it over here. Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
Oh no, we definitely didn't miss a body.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right?
Yes.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
True.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too.
If you guys can't tell, I'm sitting here by myself now while Victoria goes around. She's making food and stuff. She brought my food over here that I made about half an hour ago. Right, like, as the stream was starting, I made it.
Here, I have proof.
Why is that proof?
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yeah.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
We have no bread anywhere. That's it? Wow. That scrap that was stuck on baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh, they're gonna make me do a Hangman's Gambit?
You need me?
No, I know what the answer is. It's wallpaper. It's right mouse button for that. Left mouse button is letter explosion to send the key to a word. Oh, shoot. Wrong, This is the letter I need. Oh my god, can I get an A? Thank you. Okay. I hit the wrong button.
Why?
Holy crap, Tori, you are missing the worst thing ever. Okay, I got it. Oh my god, that was going so fast. No, that Hangman's Gambit, Tori, I think I had about 20 letters on the screen.
That's scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
No, because that was all, like, I knew what the answers were, it was just all reflexes.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Oh, yeah.
Like a holy
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
That makes sense.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
Which makes sense.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
I don't know the answer to this.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
A scrap of paper being stuck in baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh, it's Logic Drive, and I don't remember how to do this again. God, they have me going so fast. So the mouse is to move, accelerate is control, brake is right mouse button, jump is left mouse button. Okay. Okay. Oh, I needed to go faster than that. They make me go fast? Oh my god, that was scary. Oh my god, you guys, my driving is so rusty. Ow! Oh man, Tori, all these skill games keep coming up. And I'm so rusty. Oh, okay, question 1. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene?
Why not?
It was hidden. It had to be hidden, right? Yeah, okay, that was right. I hate the fact that I have to keep holding the control key to go. Ow! Oh my god, you guys, I'm terrible. I'm so sorry for my poor skill. Question 2. What did the killer use to hide her body? Oh! Oh, they used the wallpaper to hide her body. That's what the that's why the wallpaper is relevant. Okay, that makes sense. I almost fell off right there. I'm glad that we did this at the kitchen table where I have a lot more mobility with the mouse.
Yeah.
I say that as I look away from the screen and instantly fall off. I quieted down so I could focus on this. Question 3. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? Oh, they covered the pillar. Oh. Well, now that explains that. Okay. That explains a lot there.
It's all coming together.
What?
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
That makes sense now.
So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
You just couldn't tell. Unless you looked down the left pillar and saw the lack of wallpaper and the fact that it was significantly smaller.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Dang, whoever that pillar is must be very
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Which therefore completely debunks the time of the murders and the order in which they occur.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
It was, so we've just found out that Hyoko was definitely killed first.
That's what
And that she was hidden on the pillar, covered in wallpaper.
That's kind of what I was doing.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
She gave us our answer. Okay, that makes sense now.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not—
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Right.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
We just learned that Hajime is as dumb as Monome.
Really?
She just asked when an imitation murder was. Just like Hajime.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
What?
Said, is it Hajime and Monami stupid, or is it Monami Hajime stupid?
No, I think Hajime's Monome is stupid.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
What?
I could hear Monami stupid.
Can you really?
I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
Thank God the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
I'm hungry.
I thought you were making yourself soup.
I did.
Oh.
I'll eat that too. No, I just woke up.
The reason the killer imitated two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that now.
I see!
That's the only one that makes sense there.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Mm-hmm.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Nobody says anything to him.
Yeah.
I'm not even crying.
Yeah.
Oh god, Chiaki's getting pissed.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Because he really wants to know.
What a jerk!
Shut up, Kazuichi.
I'm kind of with Kazuichi right now.
No, shut up, Kazuichi.
Nah.
I might have to go and kill some of those legs.
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Right?
Right?
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Yes.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
The sylph's feather? What's a sylph?
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
Oh, bad.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
She plays a lot of games.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, this continues. We're gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. It's going to have something to do with Ibuki's condition of the body and the blood on her feet. Blood on the soles. That's exactly what it is.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Yes, that's true.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
No.
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
I agree with that.
Oh. Those two are so cute.
Just as Sonia said,
Thank you.
Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
No.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
Yep.
Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to have an argument about it.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still
Still
reeks
reeks
of
of
lead,
lead,
Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
How do I do rebuttal showdown again? Oh god.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
That's a
good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Oh my god. Gundam. I'm gonna clean my glasses again. I got open juice on. There we go.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
I don't think so.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I hate having to have a rebuttal with him.
How'd you make space during this?
And it's going to be step ladder. Or the smudge on the floor.
You're
I guarantee it's going to be smudge on the floor. Right mouse key is to overturn, left mouse key is to fire the truth blade. So I need to hit that right one to, or not the slash, but yeah, slash is like this. Okay. I don't know what overturn is.
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to
That
cut
one was
through those
obvious.
words.
Thank you for putting blood right there.
That's not it. The reason there was no
There you go.
blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
Just pulls out a picture. On
When
his
the
pocket.
killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Yes.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Yeah.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
Why did that come out of nowhere?
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Okay.
Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Oh my god, Kazuichi.
I'm kind of with Kazuichi. I'm getting annoyed.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Talking a lot.
Wait a sec.
Okay,
There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
But think about it. Wasn't Ibuki's despair disease was gullible, right? Gullibility or whatever. So she could have been told, "Hey, kill yourself," and she's like, "If you say so."
We talked about this last night. Technically, that doesn't count as a murder.
I still think it would.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean?
But then
If
there's
the victim
also
actually committed suicide.
there's still Hyoko though, so either way you're gonna have one blackened.
Well, I think that what they're assuming right now is that maybe Ibuki killed Hyoko.
And then she was like, "Peace out."
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
I'm just eating jelly beans.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
I knew that he was going to go there.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
True.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's
True.
body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Unless they had an accomplice.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
And then she actually killed herself when she undid Hyoko's body. So we got two body announcements.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime
Yeah,
scene.
but she's actually dead now, obviously.
She hanged herself! Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that!
I'm a Fuyuhiko
Yeah.
also.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
True.
Her body would have been defenseless in that state.
Ibuki's
If
more of a
anyone
slit
touched
her
her,
wrist type of person.
that alone would have ruined her plan.
Right?
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two.
That's a Robin thing.
I'm glad.
Anyway,
Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
It's sparkly.
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
True. Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
True.
Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
That's what I was saying.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
She was already
Global
technically.
disease.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Uh-oh.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Not necessarily.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Unless he just didn't realize it. Or he just didn't tell anybody and he was the murderer. Just saying.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
It's going to go. They're going to try and replay this on Fuyuhiko.
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Of course. I guess it's probably going to be surveillance monitor video.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
True.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I could believe that.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
I believe that.
That's not an alibi.
No.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
Nope. Okay. I'm an idiot.
Oh, did I make a mistake? I believe I'm not mistaken when I say that nobody has an alibi. Also, if you have a rebuttal to make, please make sure to make sense next time.
Stop hating on me.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone.
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not it.
Aside from those if nobody... Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
It's not going to be that. It's going to be about an alibi, wouldn't it? Someone's case.
Oh, it's going to be.
We can
somebody's
exclude
account.
the sick people like me and Akane,
Fuyuhiko's
right?
account. Right.
And what about the others?
No, Fuyuhiko
Right before
has an
I was
alibi.
totally
Sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Yeah, it has to be Fuyuhiko.
So everyone who stayed at the. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not.
Aside from those if nobody has an alibi, then...
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's not it.
Did I make a mistake? Blah blah blah. Say that nobody. Yeah,
Crap!
none of this sense.
Oh, am I going to be agreeing with Fuyuhiko?
We can
I
exclude
think
the
so.
sick people like me and Akane,
Yeah.
right?
And what about the.
Right before the. I was
like,
totally asleep.
I think everyone.
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys? I was right.
I was supposed to be my own cottage.
Yeah.
But that's not an alibi. There's no one here.
Crap!
What am I supposed to do here?
Let's do the.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Sonia's account.
And what
Mikon's
about the
account,
others?
Mikon's account?
Right before the morning announcement,
What was Mikon's account?
I was.
Mikon's account was that she was with you. But only in the morning.
Where is it? On a Kuma announcement, Mikon was with Hajime the whole time afterwards. She went. So yeah, it's gonna be Mikon's account on Sonia's.
I
Right?
think everyone.
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not it.
Aside from those
If nobody has an alibi.
There it is.
No, that's wrong!
It is that. I didn't even think about Mikon's account.
I knew it was gonna be someone's
Hold
account.
on.
I didn't know who.
Not all of us are missing an alibi.
That was the only account we had left.
In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
So you're gonna tell him.
Chiaki's jealous. She's pissed.
Too much info.
Yeah.
She's
Chiaki's
pissed.
like, oh.
Chiaki's jealous, Gianna. Jealous.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And
Nagato's.
we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that.
Did you notice Nagito had nothing to say during that?
Mm-hmm.
Which he's really jealous.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
I feel like we've been recording for over an hour right now, right? So we've gotten nowhere in this argument. Absolutely nowhere.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Right.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
What are you saying? Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
That's a good question.
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
I feel like you're actually helping this time.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Maybe one was an accident.
Maybe? The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then
This person
whose?
must have brains. It's not Hajime, obviously.
What kind of trap is it? If they have brains, then it limits it to Chiaki and Nagito.
I know, I'm over here like, this person must have brains to do this. It's not Hajime.
Yeah. Did we just hit the midpoint of the trial? Are you kidding me? We've gotten nowhere! Yes, this is the middle of the trial.
Hiya!
This is class trial interrupted. Why, hello there, Monami. Those moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls!
And here's some chance time!
What's that? I thought that was Monami.
Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now.
Huh? Appeal time?
Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss!
You do that. That's 99% your fault!
Well, you were whining. Your time's already running out. So please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so.
That's too long! It'll just be a boring appeal!
Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way.
Then... I'm Asami, magical miracle girl Asami! I'm an itty-bitty girl with sweet like milk!
Jeez. I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
I don't know either.
That really made...
Yeah, save in the middle of pre-trial prep.
Resume.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Can we shut her up?
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead.
If you know.
No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
Remember what?
Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
We do.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence? Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
And then Crazy starts talking.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
You know what I'm gonna title this episode? Monami, the red-headed stepchild. Should I name it that?
No.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect.
But they can't.
So why didn't they do that?
They can't.
They could have.
No, you can't kill 3 people.
No, I mean, but if they chose to kill him instead of Hiyoko or Ibuki.
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
That's what I was
He's
saying.
pouting like a child! Never mind, maybe the title of this video will be Nagito pouts over not being killed.
Nagito wants death.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Which is why it seems like it wasn't meant to actually imitate.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
I just remembered something from a later trial, and it kind of makes sense. I'll explain it to you later. When we get to the end of the 4th trial.
The dog just snored at us.
I'll explain it to you when we get to the death of the 4th trial. What had occurred to me during this trial, okay?
I think I know whose death it is, but I really don't.
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Quote-unquote imitating.
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
I'm sure you could find arrows at the supermarket, right?
She probably had, like, needles on her somewhere.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common
I don't think
household
so.
duct tape.
No, it's just duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Which one?
Why?
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete.
Exactly.
If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I don't think so either.
I'm saying, Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Told you.
What?
Like, it could have been an accident.
I'm
They were
Gundam
probably
now.
thinking about killing Ibuki, and then Hiyoko comes around and they freak out and they're like, whoop.
Like, all I'm thinking about right now is the fact that I've been Kazuishi in this episode, and now I've been Gundam.
As I'm over here, like, thinking this through,
Hyoko's
actually.
murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
Yes,
I
yes
don't
we
know
are.
About how Recon's acting, though.
We are literally making a metric ton of assumptions right now.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
What other strange details?
Strange details? Like what?
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Scarecrow that lacks a brain was meant to represent Ibuki because she couldn't think for herself when she was under despair disease. Lion that lacked courage was actually supposed to be Akane
Yeah.
because she was.
So they were thinking
she had
about.
no courage. And then I bet you that the Tin Man that lacked a heart was supposed to represent Nagito and his Lyme disease. Oh my god, they were supposed to kill
But it could only kill two
Ibuki,
of them.
Akane. Well, at the time that wasn't a rule.
Yeah.
That was before that was even remotely made into a rule. So I think that the killer meant to go kill Ibuki,
Then kill
then
Akane.
kill Akane, actually find Arrow, and then
But it was an
kill
accident.
Nagito by dismembering him to every sense of the word.
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Oh, we know that one. Why did Hiyoko go to the music venue? That's Sonya's account.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Gianna, please tell me that I was right about that whole Akane, Ibuki, Nagito thing. Why Hiyoko went to the music venue? That's the key to all this. And to find out, no matter the cost, Sonya's account. Oh my, okay, maybe it's not. Scrap of thick paper, music venue curtain, balance camera unit, AC temperature. What?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
We already used.
There's no way we'd know that!
Room key.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
No.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
That's definitely not it.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
That's true. But the question is, what does that mean?
She was guided by the will of causality.
I feel like these are all like things that you have to agree with.
They are all things you have to agree with. Which is why I'm kind of thinking
Why
the
did
motel room
Hyoko
key. Because if you look, there's nothing else
go to
here
the
that
music
makes any
venue?
sense. And we have to
No
agree
way
with
we'd
Sonya.
know that!
That we know.
Yeah.
Maybe the killer
I think-
summoned her.
Yeah, even the killer probably doesn't.
If that's
know.
not
They're
it.
talking about that.
Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe.
She went there of her own
She went
free
of her
will,
own
which is
free
correct.
will.
Yep,
I
that's
agree
what I
with
thought.
that.
It was the motel room key. That was the only thing that made sense then. And then the next one we're probably going to use is Sonya's account.
Sonya and
It's just
Hajime
as
have
Sonya
been-
said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
Yes,
Sonya and
makes
So-
sense.
Hajime have been-
Exactly as I assumed.
Yeah,
They've been
they-
agreeing this whole thing.
They've been really on point.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
Yeah, all those people who were in that hotel and knew about that, they're all confused
I
right now.
don't think a
except for
person
Sonya.
like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
No, that room was in perfect shape.
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
No, because it was in her kimono.
I'm still sad about the fact.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious.
That's what I
I'm
thought.
still sad about the fact that like during Sonya's account when we figured it out, Hiyoko was crying because she couldn't tie her kimono still.
Yeah.
Like,
Otherwise,
she
there's
still
no
was
point in
strong.
messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Come on.
Akane.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yes.
This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
You're not getting the facts right.
Akane! Akane just wants to be useful.
I know, but Akane, your facts are
Feels
right.
useless.
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Oh! Oh? Right, lost the keys. It's going to be Sonia's account.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
Which is right.
It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
Yeah.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
But why would you put it so deep there?
Advanced.
There's no
Oh my
reason for
God.
the killer to put the
This
key in
one's
Hiyoko's
so
kimono.
long.
The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason
No!
her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right?
Yeah, I had to retreat a level.
Damn it!
I was overcome. Just gonna get back to the
The
original
killer was the
topic.
one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Man.
There's no reason for the killer to put. The killer probably did.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh my God, no, that wasn't it. I'm an idiot. You should be no
Crap.
doubt about that. Oh, I'm gonna
Hold
fight
on!
off she.
Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
That's right.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
No!
Allow me to cut through those words.
Thank you. Oh my God, I feel like an idiot after that one. Shing.
The reason Hiyoko's
Yeah,
kimono
like,
was
I don't
messed up
remember,
was
I
because she
swear.
wasn't able to
I know she
properly
wasn't.
wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
I think that was really the only reason that she actually locked herself
You don't want to smell.
That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Okay, Mew.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
No.
Shut up,
No,
Kazuichi.
I liked you for a little bit throughout this trial, and now I don't.
Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
True.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll
Yeah.
put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Don't
exactly.
touch that. Don't touch this. The 4 Dark Days of Destruction.
Yeah, no, I'm with. No.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
Oh, he's taking shots at his
Do
clothes.
you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Alright.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Yeah, go Gianna. I hate Kazuichi. Me too.
Leave me alone.
What do you mean, for my sake?
This Gundam would kick your ass, Kazuichi.
Yeah.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
She's going back to what you said.
Coincidence?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Hiyoko, you should have taken your best ability to turn around.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
Yep.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki.
Yep.
The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
What was the murder weapon? That might help point to somebody.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
No, that's what I'm saying. But if we did find one, it could help point. Right?
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
No.
It was all an accident.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do?
Just kill Ibuki.
They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Correct.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Uh-oh.
What?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
No.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Yeah, I didn't like how quiet he was for that
Yeah.
long.
So what do you think?
It made me uncomfortable.
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Obviously.
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene,
There would have been blood everywhere.
there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
Nagito, you're crazy, Sean.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying. I guess I should just
No.
awkwardly laugh about it then.
Me.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
The dog just sighed.
No, wait a minute. Ibuki had blood on her feet. There'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue that we completely overlooked. The blood on the ladder. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. And why weren't there any footprints on the... This is gonna be the ladder. I guarantee it.
Yeah, but it's not a footprint, it's just...
No, I'm saying, he's asking why there weren't any footprints. Step ladder.
Oh, yeah.
I can prove it with this!
Why weren't there footprints on it? There was blood, but not
If
footprints.
Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
No.
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
No.
You noticed such a small
There's a
detail.
bloodstain, but
How
okay.
amazing!
Bloodstain, yeah.
This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
Yep. Hajime. Maybe he's the ultimate detective of this one. Turns out, that's Hajime's thing. Because you know, Danganronpa loves to put the question mark on the detective. Every time. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up a suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Yes.
Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
Was that?
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video, hmm?
Yeah.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Maybe, as you were saying, the hair.
Maybe, but I don't think so. So just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video? Whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Why is he supporting Hajime?
No one.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
There was some hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw. Now, what are we missing around this area? Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Is it the floor?
I still think it's the hair. Because her hair was out of the bag. When you came and saw Ibuki, her hair was out of the bag.
I wonder if it's the curtain.
I don't think so.
I think it's the hair.
I believe so.
The handbag that was covering her face, based on what I saw in the video, I don't think that looks suspicious. Which means it's not this. No, I can't even click on hair, Tori.
Yeah.
Black curtain in the background, huh? Just in the video alone, I really don't know if that's suspicious or not. Oh! There's no bloodstain on the stepladder.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. And it's a different stepladder.
Is it different?
Yeah, it's a blue one.
Oh, there is blue.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side...
I was right, it is the blood.
There was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Yeah.
That is truly strange.
Did it?
If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
Yeah.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Yep.
That's what I was saying.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
Yeah, that makes
Chiaki
sense.
in this one.
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Bought one.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
The rocket, the rocket punch market. Or did it come from the on-call room?
That's what I was saying. It could come from the hospital or the market.
What do you mean?
I bet you it came from the hospital.
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills.
What are you two talking about?
Dude, like, me can't just, like, check out for a little bit.
She's confused. Stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chucky said the stepladder was at a different place, but... if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something. What thing? Oh my god, it's a Hangman's Gambit. Now you can see how crazy this is. Oh my god. Tab. What's the difference between the actual... I don't know.
No idea.
Is it the floor? It's something that starts with an F.
Could it be an eye? Okay.
It's an I. I don't know the answer to this one. It's kind of bugging me.
Phil?
There's an L.
Phil. Nope. Phil? filming.
Is it? Okay, so the first word is filming.
Alright, filming location. I don't know. There is no secret.
Well, there might be one.
Oh,
there's a C. Yep, you're right. Shoot, I accidentally hit you. I am like having to go. I told you I have to go like supersonic speed right now.
oh. Filming location. Look at me.
You got that one on.
Got it.
I had to go so fast during that, by the way. Like,
I know.
That's
You
right.
over here just
Besides
running
the
words.
stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
see, now you understand what I was talking about when I said I was like going crazy during the first Hangman's Gambit episode.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue.
Okay.
It was filmed somewhere else.
Okay.
The
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Remember the room that like Chiaki was in with the curtains that were completely closed and
Hey, you
it's
want
got
to
all
see
the
something,
buttons?
Haunted?
No.
You can't look.
Anyway, that room.
If you poke out your eyes,
It could have been in that room. It could have been in that room. If you think about
Maybe.
it.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
It's possible that the killer just took the actual camera like I thought they did.
Yeah.
Or just show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else. What did the killer do to the surveillance camera unit? They just stole the camera, didn't they? Oh! I hate this. I'm super speedy snowboarding, Hajime.
Shh, we don't talk about this.
Yoink! Oh. Ooh.
It just reminds me of that one game, like the Run game.
Yes.
Oh man, I
Ooh.
love that game.
Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The camera, right?
The camera.
Or, oh, I guess it's both.
Oh.
I didn't even realize I was making a choice already. I was right, it's the camera!
Yeah, I was doing it. Camera.
I was trying to get to the camera, but I was not there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew it was the camera.
Question 2.
That much I knew, no.
No!
I couldn't get over far enough. That's the issue with this being a mouse game.
Yeah.
Instead of an arrow keys game. Oh, I can do it with the arrow keys instead.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Or I guess, well, the WASD keys. I probably should have hit my left click. Or my right click.
Man, you're really killing Hajime.
Yeah, I'm really showing off my racing skills today, you guys.
Okay, Hajime just sucks at snowboarding.
That hurt my brain. Here's question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or at the hospital?
The hospital?
No, it was the music venue camera.
Oh yeah, it was the music venue camera because obviously
Yeah.
the hospital camera was still there.
Yes, because we still had the, yeah, there we go. I'm like really in focus mode during this logic drive right now. Now that I've learned I can use the WASD chords and buttons. Okay, question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music video? They took it with them. That's pretty obvious.
Increase the signal.
Obviously. Yeah, see that made sense. It was all blue.
It's all coming together.
That made sense. But we still have no idea who the fucking killer is.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue.
Out of nowhere, this case. We've gone around in circles.
With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
It's 1 o'clock.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yeah.
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
I didn't even think to check for that.
No, the camera
That
was there,
means
and I knew
you
that.
should have realized that from the start and made this easier on
'Cause it
all
was
of us.
broken.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
They destroyed it.
Destroyed it. 'Cause it was.
I see!
No, they flipped it over.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
I'm glad that we got that Sonya one. Because, oh my goodness, are we running out of health quick. You notice that?
Yeah.
Who do I have next? Oh, Chiaki's next. Okay, that makes sense.
As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not.
And by the way, this next chapter, you have like 3 free times a day.
Oh my god.
So you were able to get through multiple people during that chapter.
My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
You can't even notice a lot of things.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
Yeah.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
Right.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. Which means that it had to be taken in the hospital. Where was the video filmed to make it look like the film of the music venue?
The hospital, that place.
The only possibility is that place inside that building. Hangman. Yep.
Maybe that one room. I don't know what it was.
It's the on. Oh no, it's not the on.
Conference.
It's conference room. Yeah. What the hell? Game, was that necessary? We need an E. I think I just destroyed the E. Now we need an R.
E.
Now we need a C. I should have kept that R. And that O. Both meet up in the middle. Now we need an E.
Alright, we have an O or an M. We could have put that. But okay.
I didn't. It was really getting close. So. Quite literally. I'm getting good at Hangman's Gambit. Like, it's kind of scary.
I got it!
Gianna, can you rate my Hangman's Gambit in the second game skill?
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? A conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
Not with that black curtain, they didn't.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
They used two things, the candle and the thing. To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. Gotta make it clear what that work was.
The candle in that.
The candle and curtain are what those two are. Obviously, I think it's going to be the curtain first. Yeah, music venue curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Yes, there is.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
No, music
Or
venue.
did the music venue look like the
That's correct.
That must be it!
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh my god, we got to agree with Kazuichi for once, and he just sticks his tongue out at us.
What the killer did was...
He looks like Rin from Free. I say this every time.
He's the despairing.
Make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
Yeah.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
Because it wasn't the right size. Also, can I look at rituals really quickly and discover which ones we haven't used? Obviously, Monokuma file, which I don't think we will use in this. The rope, we haven't used. We've used those. The candle we haven't used. Surveillance camera unit itself we haven't used. AC temperature we haven't used. Monokuma's account we haven't used. And the Wisdom on Me we haven't used. So we haven't used about 6 of these.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Yep, just like Monomi's character.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
I'm sorry, but it's sad because this sounds like one of mine and yours fights that we do, because I can never come back with something.
Congratulations, Monomi. Worst comeback of the year award.
No,
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
Yep.
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
Yep.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is
Same
the same
materials.
color as the music
Yeah.
venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Yep.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Probably. Something else that could. Yeah, it's got to be the candle.
They probably use the candle.
I can prove it with this!
No, I
Oh,
think
wait,
it's
no,
two
they
completely
just
different
have them.
You're
candles.
referring to the candle in the music venue, right?
Because when we got there the first time, there was still a candle there.
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
I don't know, would they? Because there's only one other person I know who's been in the hospital this whole time.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
It could be a guy. There's no hair hanging out. It could be Fuyuhiko for all we know. He could have just snuck out.
The person's too tall.
Fair.
The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Now you actually have me curious. I'm gonna go check some heights here. 5'4", 5'3", so that is roughly the same height.
Fuyuhiko is 5'1".
5'1".
Oh man, he's my height.
So they are the same height. But I don't know, man.
Well, like I said, if you
What?
paid attention,
Well,
well,
let's-
you pointed out the hair before, and I was like, well, it could have just been a coincidence that like the hair was like that. But
Yeah.
one could have their hair pulled up on purpose, so then it didn't give it away.
Well, I'm trying to think here. I mean, okay, cut Hajime out.
Because it can't be him.
It can't be. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, max influence 9,999. Love that. But he's 5'8", he's too tall. Nagito 5'9", too tall. Gundam 5'9", too tall.
5'6".
Kazuichi is around that height. Nekomaru's way too tall. Yukiko's a bit short. 5'7". Akane's a bit tall. 5'2". That's around that height. Or 5'3". Sonya's too tall. Yeah, so I mean, really, those two are the closest in height if we're going off of that. I don't know, dude.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
No.
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
That's what I'm thinking.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime.
It's true.
You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
And who else was at the hospital?
There's only one other person at the hospital, but we don't know.
Well, no,
if
because
Yukiko was-
Akane and Nagito were also there, but also, like you said, they were too tall, and they don't have the same. But
Right, but I mean also that the camera could be set up to make them look shorter.
true.
So it could have been anybody.
But it couldn't have been Akane because the skin tone's too dark.
Right. Her skin tone's
So
too dark.
it would be between Mikan or Nagito.
Right.
For that.
Well, and also again, we don't have any actual proof that Fuyuhiko was at his room because he never answered the door when Mikan went to go check on her.
True.
So, kind of sitting in a situation. I feel like I've heard Bayside Cops say that before. Isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No.
No, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the...
Sorry.
conference room.
Yeah. No, at the music venue.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
The video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see!
Which is what I said at first.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki.
Yeah.
The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
Also, this killer doesn't look like they have boobs. And Mikan's chest size is 5 inches larger than Ibuki's. No, I was reading when we were going through the case file. So, it could...
Okay, but first of all, you see the position of that. Second of all, it's a hospital gown, therefore it's not tied really tight, so then you can see it. It's more or less baggy.
Yeah, but you still would have seen something.
No, because it makes you look like a box.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
Maybe I just wanted to get rid of Nagito.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
Correct. So that's what happened. No matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. That moment I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set the trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
To give them enough time to change out.
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Really, the only one who was able-minded in that hospital left. That's right, I should already know.
I wouldn't really say able.
I should have already known who the killer is. It's Hiyoko!
That has to be Nikon.
It has to be.
You're the only one!
She is the only one.
I wouldn't say able-minded though.
You're the killer, aren't you?
Bro?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
No.
She's the only
A
one that
chick
was
like
allowed.
her as the killer?
Oh yeah, but she was
She
the
couldn't
only
even
one.
kill a fly.
She was
In
the only
fact,
one.
the fly would probably kill her first.
She was the only one that was able to stay the night at the hospital.
So I don't think I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to cry when Nikon dies.
I might be a little bit upset though.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the
I
question!
need to stand up. My leg is getting restless. Alright, everybody, I'm playing standing up now.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It would have been harder to find her if
No one had an alibi.
nobody had an alibi. Yeah.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
I'm with
Is that
Gianna.
also
I
a
love
coincidence?
Nikon.
I don't love Nikon. Shouldn't you go get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right?
Got slow, guys.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room.
I like this one.
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming.
Why do they do so much detail in the butt of these things?
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue,
That makes a great guy.
and showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Yep.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
I think so.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
But
Oh my god, Gundam.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
yeah, exactly.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation.
I really do
Even
feel
I
bad for
can't
her.
deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Yep.
Well, the fact that like she's
Do
getting
you hate me that much, Hajime?
no.
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me.
Because Mikan's so good at crime.
Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this?
Yes.
Could it be I'm the one making a mistake?
I don't think so.
No. In fact, it'd be much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with,
Can you hold on a minute?
are you gonna help? Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
You were?
What? Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Breaking the fourth wall with Monokuma, guys.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Correct.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
What's the point of it?
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new.
Right.
Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
What do you mean rubbed strongly? Is this the are you sure this one's the brand new rope and this wasn't the one that they used to tie you up?
But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope.
You know she didn't hang herself. She was strangled.
And the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this.
I'm kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
That's a terrible scene to look at.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh?
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Huh?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? Yeah. Non-stop debate. That's what it's gotta be, right?
I think so, because that's the point of it.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Right?
That's basically the same
Something
thing.
the same.
Not really.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Yeah.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Yeah.
Scars? you mean the rope burn, right?
That's
But we
right.
believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Wait.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
That's true.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
So maybe it's
His
not.
true cause of death was strangulation. The fact that Ben is decisive to prove will lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki
is
didn't
this?
die from hanging.
I actually
was
wonder if it
strangled
has
to
to do
death.
with the AC temperature.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
That's true.
That's true.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Well, yeah, because they were.
Why would that be?
The body was hanging, literally.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
I feel like it's someone's lie.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
I'm kind of
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It
I
never
wonder-
specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever
Streamline Huns at the music venue. They had rope used for hanging.
That's what's hanging myself. So what if you have to agree with Fuyuhiko?
No, we need to agree with whoever said it was.
A lie.
Ibuki
Yeah.
didn't die, she was
So-
strangled to
That's basically the no hanging and
Or was
the
it 'cause
scars
it
they
was-
leave with scars.
But we believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No, that's not it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who's lying? Hajime, stop talking about things that don't make sense and explain it to
Crap.
me already. Can you over one more time?
Ibuki didn't
is
die
it?
from hanging.
Oh, did I have the AC out?
Yeah.
She was strangled to death.
That'd be why.
That's basically the no hanging and the scars they leave with
That'd be
scars.
why.
But we believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No, I still think you're agreeing with Fuyuhiko.
No, there it
That
is.
must
nope.
be it.
I just
You,
misclicked.
okay. I was like,
I wasn't rotating onto the right one.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
She's been lying to us this whole time. I see.
Well, why else would she?
So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
Why else would she be like? She's always
You
been
said
doing
Ibuki
the
hanged herself, but that was a complete lie,
Autopsy.
wasn't it, Mikan?
So,
that is.
so it made it easier for
You
her.
told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
Yep.
You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Would know.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
Yes, you do.
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
Shut up, Sonia. I'm gonna say it right now. Shut up.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Exactly.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
But
She's
she's
totally
very
right.
skilled.
I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan
No.
nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Hold
Oh
on.
my god.
But listen. Mikan's ultimate is being a nurse. That's what she's good at. That's what she likes. She would never mess that up. She has not messed up an autopsy since.
Exactly.
So she's obviously playing it off.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Yes.
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious
And
and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
since she's doing the autopsy, it's making it easier for her to lie about it.
Well, and not just that, but I mean, if you look at this, maybe in this case she was getting so overwhelmed with not being able to take care of all three of them.
Yeah, but she was only focused on Nagito the whole time.
Well, exactly. And she was afraid of losing a patient since she had never more than likely lost a patient before.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
Yeah.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? 'Cause she was planning to do this all along?
Yeah.
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
It sucks being Nagito and Hajime versus the world right now. You know? And I'm cracking my knuckles.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Because this one's just so brimming with despair.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
Yes, we have!
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off.
It's okay, I agree
guess.
with you.
I agree.
But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
No.
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
No, I think the Hajime is seriously going to stick up for Nagito here.
But I'm really not the killer.
You sure about that?
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Yes, you are!
Everyone's capable.
Is that really true?
It's just you now.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
Me too, Akane.
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
That's true.
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Then you become a Kokichi.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh shit, she's going off the edge. Of glory, and she's seeking her moment of truth. She's on the edge, the edge.
Wait, what? It's like dead silent.
I know, it is dead silent.
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Makes sense.
It was like Tori, it was silent because of the music stuff.
Oh, I was so confused. I'm like, it's dead silent.
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
It's to make it so when the pain isn't going down this part.
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
Grab your hair like that.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered 2 of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it?
Yeah, prove it.
Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
You mean like the missing nightgown and
Yeah.
the fact that you were the only sane person left in the hospital?
The only one that was allowed to be there at night.
Yeah.
That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital.
She's victimizing.
That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! That video, I never filmed that video!
Since when do you have Twitter?
Hmm?
Since when do you have Twitter, Victoria?
I've had it.
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
What?
I have 2 accounts on Twitter because I don't know. I couldn't remember passwords.
Could it be, was this Chiaki's goal all along? This is going to be where the AC thing comes in, because she was the only one who knew about that.
Yeah.
Who knew that if it's too hot, you can't tell the temperature of the body?
Yep.
I mean, you can't tell the time of death. She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
Oh no, we're about to go into a bullet time battle, aren't
The
we?
fact that like she's asking for forgiveness.
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this.
Yay.
Bullet time battle.
Cold.
No! It's normal, make your argument.
It's gonna be the AC.
Yeah, it's going to be AC temperature.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Stop. I
I'm
like it.
shooting Nagito.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Nope.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
I didn't mean to do that.
Just from that video?
Not really.
Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
Exactly.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Were you meant to hit that?
No.
Oh.
Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. The only one who saw that video. Who else is going to do it if I don't? So it's not AC temperature.
We can't think of anybody else other than you
Is it the
who could have
surveillance
filmed
camera?
that video.
I bet it's the surveillance camera. Surveillance camera unit that was put inside the music venue for Been smashed to pieces, it no longer works. No. This isn't it. Becomes account. Apparently met up with Fumihiko, but what was she doing in between that time? Realized what the hell am I supposed to hit?
Huh? Do you have any proof?
Scrap of thick paper, motel room key. Okay,
Is
it's
the
neither of
handbag
these.
on her
It's
head the proof?
not that. It
Is
could be
the
Mikon's
hospital gown
account
she was
again.
wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
That's true.
Is that really your proof?
The camera.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Nope, it's not it.
What are you talking about? Yeah. What are you saying? Makes no sense. How much longer are you going to treat me like the killer? It's about time you forgave me already!
Damn it!
No, it's not. That's not it. One more time. I need to think it over one more time.
I'm not the killer!
It's not that, then. It has to be Mikon's
We
account,
can't think of
right?
anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
If I had Monokuma's account,
Is
I
the
would say
hospital
that.
gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
That's
Is
not
that
going to be
really
it at
your
all.
proof?
I think it's gonna be
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
So please forgive me already!
Oh my god.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen
I
well.
have no idea.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
The killer's mistake. I forgot I could do that.
I did not know.
So it's gotta be something to do with the killer's mistake.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Oh my
Is
god.
the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
No, I hit the wrong thing.
Damn it!
It's the fucking hemp bag,
We can't
Tori.
think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikon.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that There's no way you'd be able to. So please forgive.
Hajime, pay close. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Yeah, it's the hospital gown. Or not the hospital gown, but it's the hemp bag.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Can have it.
Do you have any? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Nope.
No, I missed.
Is the hospital
God
gown she was
damn it,
wearing?
I
Or could
missed.
it be the hospital slippers she had on?
No, I got
Ibuki and
caught on the
Mikon
white
clearly have
noise,
different
Tori.
body.
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that camera angle, just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
So please
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
It's the killer's mistake. And I missed. Oh my god, and then I didn't pick it up at the end
Yeah.
again.
Oh my
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
I know what the
Do you
answer is, but I have to
the
be
hemp
really
bag on
quick
her
on
head the
it.
proof?
See? I have
Is
to be able
the
to get rid of
hospital gown
those.
she was, or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have.
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that camera angle, just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
It's the killer's mistake.
It has to be the hemp bag because no one else has it.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
No, it's not that!
No. Didn't you say there was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on her head? I haven't made a mistake at all. Please forgive me already.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What is?
I don't know what the answer is. What the heck? don't know, you guys, and I'm so confused. Right. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
What is it? Oh.
Okay, I was right about Killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
What is the... Oh.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on her head is the hospital gown?
Yeah, I have
Could it
more
be the
than enough
hospital?
time to get
Ibuki and
there.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's
I've
no way
used
you'd
a
be
lot
so
of time on this.
Hajime, pay close attention. And you're the only one
Who can point out the killer's mistake?
Thank you. Damn. I don't get this answer, but okay.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital
No,
gown
I
she was
couldn't.
wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Just from that camera angle?
It's that.
I'll shoot through that
I don't
contradiction.
understand why it's that, but it's that. I can't believe
Mikan,
that.
you've committed a major mistake.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Why is that the answer?
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
Oh.
But I never said anything about the
About
camera angle.
She just screwed up. And I didn't even realize it.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole.
Yep.
You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious?
Yep.
Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
No, you're not getting forgiven.
Huh?
The voice actor.
I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
What?
I'm saying, think about how the voice actor feels having to do about huh?
I don't know. She's the same voice actor for Orihime off of Bleach, so I don't think she feels that awkward doing it.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
I agree with
Despair
Tatsuichi.
disease.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that?
Everybody.
More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yes.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right?
Yeah.
Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
Right.
Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag
I
in
don't
both
think
the
so.
conference room
Because I
and the
remember
music venue
very
at the
specifically
same
Monica
time.
telling me that if you buy one, you get one free, and then that's it.
Yep.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Nope.
That's
No.
why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer.
So you'll forgive me, right?
No.
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. Yes, long time no see. It's time for the third Panic Talk action. This is going to be my last job during a class trial.
Oh.
Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you will need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy remarks, no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. It's just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you keep the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty is set to gentle, you do not need to reload, which we are not on gentle. I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be explanations for all the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun!
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Nope. This way, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it! Left mouse button is to lock on and attack. Okay, so that's what that is. Space is fever time. Tab is reload.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive
I'm not
me!
missing.
Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible to use them two places at the same time.
This is the end.
I was like, Peter.
I had to like enter fever time and I was like tapping the button
this earlier.
as fast as I could. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose this. It's a lot of practice. When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places.
Correct.
So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Despair-inducing excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
No, I choose not to.
Nikon, it's already over.
No. Not for killing Ibuki.
I like Mikomo too.
After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Oh great, closing arguments about Danganronpa.
I like it. I like that part.
I really wish that I remembered how to do this. Okay. What's left of this surveillance camera unit, video of the broadcasting hanging, piece of baton lighting. Oh, this is video of the broadcast hanging. What's this? Yeah. That page is done. What did the killer do after the broadcast?
None of those.
None of those, yeah. Okay, so it's not. Okay. The body was hidden before. I don't
That's
know.
that, so it's not that one.
No. The small clues the killer left is this. Yep. Put it back to normal after destroying it?
The surveillance unit, wasn't it?
Is it?
No, it was
Yeah! Nice. Last stop, already? What the killer did after the broadcast. Handbag. That would be the only answer there. The body was hidden before. How was the locked room created? Is that?
Here's everything
That's
that
it?
happened in this case.
That is the shortest case that we've
The key
ever
to
had
this
to do that
incident
for.
is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikan this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If they hadn't done the surveillance camera thing, Mikan might have gotten away with it. She really screwed with Hajime.
The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
Muted.
I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Because I like the art.
Ugh. My face makes me uncomfortable.
That art style just is one of my favorite parts of this.
she's laughing?
Ah, it's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Yes. Oh. I had some really bad runs in this. Like specifically 15, 11, and 4. Like I did really bad in 15, 11, and 4. Look at that.
Yeah.
15 especially. Like 57 points. That was the one that I couldn't figure out the gaming one, or the killer mistake.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time!
Yes, I agree.
Finally.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one?
I think Hajime's the killer.
Yeah.
Let's go!
I think it's Nagito.
Yeah. Nagito and Hajime.
Yeah, they did it together. That's why they stuck up for each other and both tried to pin Mikon. Nagito was faking his disease this whole time.
Yeah.
He was just pouring hot soup on his forehead. So hot. Yeah.
Finally, we're almost done.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point.
Correct!
You got it right once again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Sumiki! That means we're gonna be down another girl, but this is down to 3 girls. That's in the entirety of the game.
Well, and I get to shoot Kurosami.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me.
Nakamura?
I know. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to hell, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Oh. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Alright.
Hey! Don't just laugh! Say something! This is going nowhere!
She sounds like one of those creepy dolls, or like horror movies.
Or, you know, Baby from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
This chick!
Hey!
This is nothing like Peko.
Oh, I wonder what's it up.
Has she actually gone mental?
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which is the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too, you say? I know because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope, and not even a single fragment remained.
I wrote that as devoted.
Hold on. Did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? I could believe it. Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it feels so much soft and really hot. Oh my god, he didn't even realize it when it happened. That's right. Mikon felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why. She can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Blech.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Which means that Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person. Now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair?
No.
That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope?
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Some?
Yeah.
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Who?
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about?
Huh?
I just went to Katawishi instead of Fuyuhiko.
Yeah. If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. Oh no.
I know who she's
Is
talking
this who
about.
I think it is?
We're not going to mention Sed's name in this video since we will be doing Trigger Happy Havoc at some point. As in after this game. And it'll be Victoria's playthrough instead of me. So she'll be doing all the button clicking on kind difficulty.
That's gonna be worse.
Uh-huh. We're gonna lose a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I got you randomly stuffed your mouth full of noodles.
I know. I'm over here like, man, I'm trying to eat.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
Nah, she's still.
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value.
Which one I got it?
They loved me.
I want a Polaroid.
I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full.
Thank you.
This is my reciprocation.
That's a big word.
Really? I got the fucking York fucking
Don't know that we're in those. I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly...
Who the hell is being loud outside?
It's love.
What love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You know it's bad and Nagito don't understand.
You don't understand? Why do I sound like Chiaki now? It's because you don't have anyone to love.
No, he loves Hajime.
Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand. But love is a wonderful thing. No. This feeling of freedom, where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how
it's like nothing
amazing.
matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Alright.
Can you stop talking like Chiaki?
I know. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair.
You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
Beloved. Remember?
Apparently, that's what my symptoms was. Oh, what a wonderful symptom.
A terrible symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease?
But
if this means she remembered something and ended up like this.
such despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island?
Yeah. You don't get so angry.
Beat her up. Beat her up, Nagito.
Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know?
Mine?
Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this. Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence.
Beloved.
We're gonna leave it with beloved.
No.
And it was my beloved who created the me that everyone can forgive. I still think it's beloved. But
No, it's beloved.
But my beloved still forgives me and it still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? See, you got all the good shit out of it. You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Shut up, Gianna.
Oh, Gianna's back?
I'm not forgiving Mikan. I refuse.
I forgive Mikan. You still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you something nice.
Enter Monokuma.
It's about the World Ender Organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know?
Not know. I just remembered. That's all. I had to get lunch to walk more to my brother. Oh. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Now, if you've watched Danganronpa 3, the end of Post Peak High School, you know who the Future Foundation is. If you haven't, you'll find out. Future Foundation? Future? That's right, the symbol on the ancient ruins door.
I forgot about that door.
That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Oh, Mirai, yeah.
Mirai.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. Stop!
I want to hurt you.
No. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. It's dark. I don't like dark
I
chocolate.
like dark chocolate.
To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
Okay.
This is bad.
Oh, what the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know?
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh?
I knew it! Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own!
Hey,
Don't laugh. Hey Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. You keep going back to this, but do you really think there's a traitor before?
Yeah.
Do you? You could be wrong.
Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Oh well, no one really cares about that. Don't you think?
Of course not!
Oh, hell no!
You'll find out eventually because there's just no need to be impatient. Probably when the countdown ends.
Countdown? Do you even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything.
Huh?
I have the feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. It's just, I don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is that really you?
I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe. You were like this all along? Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
The past.
Oh shit. The past?
That person. She doesn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memory. You guys considered that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
That's...
Well?
Well, what applies to you, all is well. That applies to you, isn't it? Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are
Do you understand?
like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past,
True.
don't you think?
hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but... in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
So, it was true all along? Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, I think you should take your sweet time and remember at your own pace.
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma! Isn't it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki!
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who
Koji.
always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Thank God.
About damn time.
No.
Told you it take us about 3 hours.
How long?
Right now we're sitting at 3 hours and 4 minutes. Bye-bye ouchies.
I've never watched this one.
You can never watch this one?
I've never.
So when people, like, ask me about all the time on, like...
What the hell?
Yeah.
Was?
This execution? Yeah.
I don't get it.
Oh, I kinda like the music, though.
Is that a yes?
Now you get the joke I said the other night to that, person we were talking to. Mikon get infested.
Yeah, I hate her execution. It's just fan service.
It is fan service. That's her whole character is fan service.
I hate it.
It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hyogo Saionji was Mikon Sumiki. Sumiki.
Tsunami.
And she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wants it to end. Nobody wanted it to end this way. I did. I wanted Mikon to pay for killing Ibuki.
I forgive Mikon.
I don't.
I like it.
I don't.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikon from earlier? Was that her true form? Or that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it!
It doesn't matter either way. She ended up like that just from remembering. And all along, Mikon was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, the disease turned her into that. She lost herself to a simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Yeah.
Man.
Isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That's impossible! I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so...
Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friendship we thought we never knew. We thought we knew, ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Our friendship we thought we never... Oh, Lord. And she vanished from our sight. Oops. And now there's no way we can just move on and try to have a clear-cut
Let you finish first, I
attitude.
leave my head earlier, and then it's something.
Clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was a traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mika was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now?
I'm not playing at all!
She's still alive. I think that's what he means. Can you put this a little bit? But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation. So you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did just say you're different than Monami.
Phew.
Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Hey!
Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey!
Wait, now that's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it sad that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event? over to the First Islands beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend? Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru? Oh.
Hey!
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all.
Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope.
The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
we have our plans to decide, so I honestly cannot be happy.
Miss Sonia.
However,
even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I'm truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust!
Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns home.
You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then, let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died.
Oh no, she's got the disease again.
Huh? What the heck? Do I still have after effects of the disease?
No.
I don't get this at all.
Akane.
Alright!
Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. We will continue this next time. Because I know that this is going to segue straight into Chapter 4. And I don't want to show Nekomaru coming back just yet, so...
Bye-bye.
I'm Vaughn.
I'm sorry.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll
Bye.
see you next time.
Peace out.
Goodbye!